Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to another edition, another episode, another great afternoon. Hey, Monday afternoon here, the 5th of September 2022. Mio Adlan together with you guys for Hot Issue Act Now. Hot Issue. What's for lunch? Hopefully, you guys had a great weekend behind you. Hopefully, you guys had enough time to rest, enough time to find yourself and start the week. Great a better situation, with a better commitment, with a much higher spirited yeah, semangat. Yeah, basically, I'm lost for words. Sorry, yeah, because I've been off air for quite a number of days. But don't worry, I'm back here. I'm back here. I'm back with you guys. Don't forget to download the Act Now mobile community app on the Google Play Store as well as the Apple App Store for you guys to show your diligence, show your love and desire to help your community in a lot of ways. The app is free anyway. The keyword is Act Now. Download it right now for you to show your love towards your community. And for you guys who are watching us right now, thank you so much for always supporting us. Make sure you guys like this video, give us a comment, and share this video as well, because this video, this episode may not just be beneficial for you, but for others as well. As always, here at Act Now, we try to address whatever it is that is hot right now, what is being spoken of right now, and of course, to accommodate whatever that is happening within your community. And one person who's always been around, regardless when I'm not around, he's always around because he is the man behind Act Now, ladies and gents, the none other, the handsome fellow, the Leng Chai lah kan, bukan Leng Loy dia macam lain sikit. Leng Chai person, Mr. Melvin Lam. Hey Melvin, what is up?
Yes, good to have me to make my day, Monday's brew.
No blue today. I mean, like, the sky is still very bright right now. Thank you so much.
Welcome back. At Now Troopers miss you, and you look roasted.
Yes, I'm a bit burnt for that way. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's been good. I mean, like, yeah, guys, for all you guys who are watching us now, why Melvin has actually said that I'm a bit burnt is because I spent my Sunday yesterday under the hot sun. Surprisingly, yesterday didn't rain, so I was lucky enough to have a great day outside when it was not raining, so it was cool.
Yeah, it was quite surprised because Selangor not raining, but I was in Ipoh, 12 noon. Yeah, it was actually around 12. Earlier than that, I think slightly earlier than that, it rained, it drizzled quite heavy, but luckily it was for a stop while because I attended an outdoor petathon first time where the so-called they bring their pets for a walk in the city. So it's quite it's quite good. God's quite kind to them. The drizzle came after the walk.
The drizzle came after a while. Yeah, hopefully everything was fine. Everything is okay. Because why? In this kind of thing, yeah. I mean, like, it's actually for a good cause anyway. So hopefully you had a good time in Ipoh.
Oh yes, it's enjoyable. I have a chance to meet up one of the local councillor of Ipoh. Just also tell them what Act Now is all about, and they're quite happy that we also be part of the committees to help the communities in getting things done, to keep the environments clean. So I you know what I told him, his name is Chan, Mr. Chan. I say, and now here is not to take away your job.
Yeah, that's good.
Feel threatened, we are taking away your job, but we're here to assist.
Yeah. No, that's the thing about Act Now here, because like a lot of people, they may not understand why we're doing this, what we're trying to do, because like we at Act Now, we try to collaborate, we try to work together. We are not taking anybody's job. We try to work together with people out there who needs help, who wants to get exposure in telling at least Malaysians within the community what is going on, so that people know that benda ni ada, this thing is actually happening. So why not we join as well? So that's what we're trying to promote here with Act Now. All right.
Yeah. Okay. What do we have? Do you miss all our art stories?
Okay.
Half an hour story time.
All right. Story time. Yes. Last week it has been reported in the news that I think a lot of Malaysians already know this. It was reported in Singapore that they recently have just relaxed their SOP in regards of wearing a mask, which means that in Singapore right now, if you go to Changi Airport right now, you drop by Changi Airport, as soon as you step off the plane, you don't have to wear your mask anymore. You can be all happy and whatnot without wearing your mask, because Singapore has taken to a point where they believe it is okay, it is safe for people not to have to wear their masks everywhere, apart from some places. If I'm not mistaken, there are some places where you still have to wear a mask, but in general, 90% of the time, they don't need to wear a mask anymore. And a lot of Malaysians have looked at this and say that, wow, Singapore can do this, why Malaysia cannot do this? So they have actually raised the issue about when will Malaysia be able to walk around without wearing a mask. And it has been spoken by the Minister of Health, Khairi Jamaluddin, in saying that he and his ministry will decide very, very soon in regards of kena or tak kena wearing a mask indoors. Melvin?
I think it's time. It's time to consider. It should not be compulsory to wear a mask unless it's in an area of highly so-called sensitive, like in hospital and all those things. I think we have gone through the period. Even though every day we still have the number, but it's controllable. It's getting less severe. Put it this way, last week, Tone M was contacted positive. Yesterday he was discharged, so he's now resting at home till Tuesday tomorrow. So it's not as severe. I really think for the last 2 over years, people have been at least most of all us are taking care of our own hygiene better. We have practiced so-called having our hand wash, we are more aware of the surroundings, so it should be relaxed, and it should have give us the options whether to wear a mask or not, unless I say visiting a very sensitive area like high traffic in hospitals or those kind of things that probably the germs are floating all around. Otherwise, I think it's time. It's time. It's just like we need some certain control of it, because certain. I mean, now every weekend I was gambling when I was traveling back from Ipoh yesterday. I say, hey, it's not a public holiday, but weekends is apparently the highway is all congested now.
Yeah.
People are travel a lot more, so we have just to be careful. That's about it.
Yep, that is very true. This came actually because while we're discussing this, it has been raised by the Malaysian Medical Association. They have released a statement recommending the government to review current regulations on the use of face masks in enclosed spaces. Their president, Dr. Koh, has actually said that it is time that we seriously consider doing away with wearing masks in enclosed spaces. The only caveat being certain public transport, which involves a lot of cramming of people during long duration of hours, in nursing homes, in elder care centers, as well as the healthcare facilities. One point I do want to bring out here, when it comes to masks. Yes, right now, the president of MMA, Dr. Koh, has actually said that we should consider to relax the regulation. But yesterday, I was on a trip with a few of my wife's friends, and they are actually a bunch of doctors, about 15, 16 of them. And throughout our whole time, having our session outside, mingling outside, doing stuff outside, all of these doctors, they wore masks all the time. What does that tell you, Melvin? Doctors wearing masks outdoors.
I think it's a good example. I mean, they are doctors themselves. I think they have seen or experienced themselves of seeing people suffering. I think your wife worked in Sungai Buloh Hospital, right?
She is now in PPUM now.
Okay, it used to be, right? I'm sure she has seen as well. I mean, all the frontliners suffer, the nurse, the medical officers suffer. So if you have been accustomed to it, I think I would be. I mean, for myself, I'm saying yes, it should be relaxed, but I would have also play my part by wearing it, even though it's let's say officially it's not to. So it's up to individual.
Yeah,
and I mean, besides hospital, those high traffic, like my colleagues use public transport. during peak hours in the morning and after work, it's really packed. In MRT stations, the trains are all packed. So it's good to have a mask ready with you in the pocket or in your purse. So when you need it, you wear it. So let's say you walk on the when you walk and it's just not it's you and that's all. Probably you can take your mask if it's good. But always carry a mask with you when you need it. You never know.
Now,
You know?
one thing that we also want
Conveniently.
to, one thing that we also want to encourage, again, we know sometimes we Malaysians, again, we easily forget stuff. We are very forgetful people when it comes to Malaysians. But what we want to promote is, or what we want to encourage is that if down the line, the 9th of September, Khairi Jamaluddin has said that he will be making an announcement in regards of mask wearing and whatnot. Should the regulation being relaxed in regards of wearing masks in public areas, you don't have to wear anymore. Tapi, if you believe that you are a very sensitive human being, if you are carrying certain, if you're not well, if you're sneezing, if you're coughing, if you have
Yeah.
a slight fever and whatnot, I believe it is your responsibility to be responsible in making sure that to prevent from spreading the virus or the germs or whatever it is that you may just have the common cold, but it is
Yeah.
still common courtesy and common sense, I might add,
That's
to
right.
wear a mask to make sure that you tak simply share your sickness with
Yeah,
the public.
because not
You
just-
rasa Malaysians senang tak tu masalahnya, Malvi? You think
I
Malaysians
think
are going to be easy enough by doing that?
Not many people would think definitely, but I hope that we are more sensible now. It's just like common cold and all these things. It's not necessary to be having the virus or pandemic, Omicron or whatever. Our normal cold and all these things, we're sneezing around. It's good to wear it because people would, if you walk around and you still go to work and all these things, if you sneeze and all these, people still look at you.
Yeah,
You know?
like as if you're carrying like a bomb, right? When you sneeze in a public area, you go like, "Oh my god, that guy just sneezed."
Yeah, so it's good to have a mask. Even though before pandemic, I see people like sneezing away and all those things. We takut. Not because those days no one had heard about coronavirus and COVID-19. No one.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a common cold. It carry airbound. It's so easy. People like to inhale and into our body, and people like you and me are still virgin, I believe, in terms of contacting positive.
Luckily, you finished
Right.
that sentence. Okay.
Right. But we are more, I think, we are not in so-called immune yet. I think now is more, it will hit our body more harder.
Yeah.
So we have to be conscious, like us. We have to wear, if it is a crowded people, I say always carry a mask, even though it's not mandatory. You never know when you need it.
Yeah. And one example we always like to share on the show, when I remember when this thing came about, when coronavirus, when COVID-19 came about 2.5 years ago, I remember always we like to make comparisons with the Japanese people who lives in Japan. Because even before COVID-19 hit the world, Japanese in Japan, they have been very, very disciplined, in which that if the place that they're going to has a lot of people, they want to protect themselves, they still wear masks. Even though it's not compulsory, then they still practice that good habit because they want to feel safe for themselves and they don't want to spread anything should they are the ones yang ada cold fever too. So yeah, you can follow the Japanese for this one. I mean, like they have done some ridiculous stuff as well, but this one is actually a good thing.
This is a good culture. So I hope no political parties say no, we should not follow. All these things. It's a good culture. We should adapt. And I say Japanese is for those smoker. They don't simply throw their cigarette box all around the roads. What they do, they keep it in a so-called. They have this paper or whatever napkins. They just put in the napkin and fold it back and put in their own pocket. And when they reach home or wherever, they just dispose off.
Yeah, correct. So
talking about every week, almost every week we have a lot of tickets that we receive on cigarette box that throwing on outside the kopitiam.
Yeah, that is another. Yeah, that's another topic in itself lah. I think if you want to talk about
Yeah.
this topic, Melvin, I think 3 hari pun
Non-stop.
tak cukup. Seriously, 3 days will not stop. I mean, like I've experienced myself literally lepaking at a mama a couple of days back.
Yeah.
People still smoking at their table. So again, Malaysians
Ah,
are somehow rather tak betul lah. Okay, enough about that. Again, kalau kita cerita pasal smoking, kita memang takkan habis cerita ni. Let's jump into the second topic. What we want to
what's the
bring out
second topic?
as what people always know on this show on ACTnow Mobile and on ACTnow hot issue. We also like to highlight stuff which is happening around the community. And one thing that has actually hit the papers, hit the
Mm.
news, is that there has been confusion that is happening in the great city already. Subanjaya city already.
Oh yes, it has been city since
Yeah,
a year plus.
yeah.
Has
They
been
have
yeah.
city. So the city of Subanjaya, apparently there has been confusion over there. What has happened over there is that over parking limits. No, I actually missed out this news, Melvin. Tolong cerita sikit what is going on so that I can give my 2 cents about it. My 2 ringgit lah. 2
Okay,
cents.
it was
Inflation naik harga dah sekarang.
okay. It was reported. I mean, this was actually it's not a hearsay. They have been trying to it's actually rolled out already, but they have planned it this quite for a while. In certain area in USJ commercial area, getting a parking lots is like is easier to strike lottery than getting a parking lot. Honestly, you know. So they have implemented this under MBSJ in these few areas that is actually a maximum of parking of 2 hours only. You can only park there 2 hours. If you park more than 2 hours, the enforcement officer, if they come by, they check, they will give you a summon. All right. So this implementation actually was delayed from June until September. Now recently, this month, it was supposed to implement in June. So the area, Cover 6 area under MBSJ is USJ 10, Taipan, SS12, SS15, USJ 21, Bandar Puteri Puchong, and Jalan Kenari in Puchong. But people was confused about this because I think it's a good idea, but people are confused. The communications was not there, so people are actually compounded, you know, and they do not know how much to pay. You see, Mio, you see, it's now you have to see when there's orange instead of the normal yellow, it's the orange bay, you know. For these 2 hours, it's orange bay, but the fees is very good. The fees for the orange bay is 50 cents for the first hour.
So it's lesser lah.
Yes, lesser, but you have a time limit of 2 hours. If you park beyond that, you get a compound, which is 80 ringgit.
Wow, okay.
And not only that, they might tow your vehicle away. All right.
I mean, to be fair, you can see in the picture on the screen right now, there's clearly stated on the ground, it says that 2 jam. So basically, it's quite clear in regards of this parking area or this parking spot, you can only park 2 hours at a time. Kan? I mean, like,
Yeah.
that's where the
When there's
distinction comes in lah.
When there's a sign put there on OKU, people still park there.
Tak, Malaysia. No. You have to understand. Malaysia kita banyak orang tak boleh baca tau. But we have a lot of buta huruf people, unfortunately, in Malaysia.
I mean, one thing I must admit, Mio, we do receive a lot of OKU reports parking that people park. But ever since I'm in ACTnow right now, holding the portfolio, when I go to areas that I see OKU sign, I actually I won't park there. I feel very conscious because you never know that it's actually OKU coming in and they need the parking bay. So people do not see. Mata besar tapi tak nampak.
Yeah, that's why they're not using their God-given eye. Coming back to this 2-hour limit, okay, we would just like to share with everyone out there the areas that is being coveted in the 6 areas are USJ 10 Taipan, SS12, SS15, USJ 21, Bandar Puteri Puchong, and Jalan Kenari in Puchong, which means that in these areas, whoever who is working within this area, you unfortunately have to find another parking space because again, kalau you kerja 9 to 5, you cannot park here because obviously it's going to be more than 2 hours. These are areas where people go to the bank, people go makan, people go to the pet store, people go to pharmacy, so on and so forth. Hence why I think this is a good idea by the
Yeah.
MBSJ to implement this, because it gives the opportunity for people to go and run their chores easily without having to go around the USJ, the Taipan area like 10 kali pusing still tak jumpa parking. I think
Yes,
this is a
true.
good deal, but
You
it's
see,
all about enforcement and implementing. That's my issue.
okay. So before I sum this up, first of all, if any modules have any new implications you think might confuse your community, come to talk to ACTnow. We can have a dialogue. I mean, we have a show. We actually talk to everyone, so and make everyone clear, isn't it?
Okay.
That's why
Yep, exactly.
they have people there which will be angry because it was not clear. You just implement
Yeah.
this and they get told 80 ring. You will find 80 ringgit and they get told. Okay, this also a good. I mean, you have a chance to repark because after 2 hours you have to leave the bay, but you can come back after 1 hour later.
Okay. So you cannot like park and then 2 hours you reverse and then you masuk balik, tak boleh.
No, 1 hour later. Okay.
Okay.
Second is that I hope all the managers will implement. This is a excellent, awesome idea. I hope it implements in Kuala Lumpur as well, and all the taman as well. But take note, we have a lot of reports that people hijack car park. They put their cone, the chairs, the stores, illegal stores there. Please, enforcement officers. It's also happened in MBSJ.
Yeah.
Especially Taipan's area. Please go and also compound these people or withdraw the operation license of the shops if they found to be hijacking public car park.
What if they put people there, Melvin, to choke their parking?
This is what happens in one report in last week. This is in
I saw that.
near Taman Bukit Ansana. This public car park was meant for public car park. They so this so-called vendors, the trucks vendors, they have the people there standing at the car park, not allowing because the truck is not here yet, and this is allowed other people to park. You see, because the truck is coming. So this is pretty unfair, and I hope the not only the Majlis, the RA, the local Tango Resident Association should actually officially make reports to the YB, to the Majlis there. It would stand louder instead of just reporting to ACTnow.
Exactly. I mean, like, guys, right now, seriously, go approach your YB, go approach your Adon. You know why? Because GE is around the corner. They will be more than happy to help you right now.
Approachable right now.
Exactly. All right, enough about that. We do want to end a note about ACTnow and the community, very closely related to what we have just spoken about. If you guys don't know about ACTnow and the community, make sure you guys download the ACTnow mobile community app on the Google Play Store as well as the App Store. This actually happened in Dewan Mendarai, Kuala Lumpur. Why is it related to the previous topic that we brought on? Is because, again, unfortunately, this is a common thing that is happening all over the place. We talk about double parking. Why we want to highlight this, Melvin?
It's such inconvenience. The stupid idiots, this one in blue and one in red. Of course, it's nothing to do with ACTnow courage ribbon, blue and red. Not only hijacking, he's actually blocking people. This is where I think we play that video also. I think probably not here, somewhere else. That they were so angry that that car reversed and bent into that car that's blocked them.
Yep.
So mana ada otak.
But okay, do you actually? I mean, like, again, you like it or not, at the end of the day, again, I live in Kota Damansara, which is quite of a high volume of cars around near the Sunway Giza area. People do car park, but if you leave your number there as a courtesy, it's fine, right?
Yes, at least you can call. This happened to me last month. I was in even though this is a private compound, I was in Ta University College. Okay. I was there to meet up with the director of Students Affairs. So I would park there. It's packed. So after an hour plus, I left about 1:30 in under hot sun. This car was parked just blocking me, two cars. And I will call the security guard. They say yes. They put there because all visitor car on the screen. You have to put a tag of visitor car park visitors.
Sure.
But there's no number. Both me and that lady had to work under hot sun in our car more than half an hour because the security guard is saying we can't locate this person. And come this young girl, young as in probably in the 20s.
Student lah.
No, it's not a student.
Not even a student. Okay.
Not students. Jumping like those little lamb, happily jumping to the car. I say, woman, you're so inconsiderate. He was traveling with this. You just imagine with the little mini skirt jumping things to the car.
Yeah. I mean, like, again, seriously, I mean, I tell no lie here. I have double parked my car plenty of times as well, but I do make it an effort to leave my number there. And I also make an effort, Melvin, because granted, if I double park my car, I don't double park my car and then I suddenly go karaoke like 3 hours, or I go makan like nobody's business for 2.5 hours. I double park my car because I want to top up my touch and go. I want to buy ubat. I want to buy my tech. What you want to share?
You talk about this. This is also not happened to me. Happened to the morning market, that lady that I know. So her car was blocked with the number there. She waited 1 hour because it said I called that number. That lady said he went back home to take medicines, but she didn't drive back home.
Okay, that's confusing to say the least. Lesson to be learned here, because again, at the end of the day, yes, you can double park your car. Yes, it's not advisable, but sometimes again, kadang-kadang you nak masuk bank sekejap, and then totally understandable. But people who double park their car, leave their number is one thing. And once you got that call, hello encik, kereta encik halang kereta saya, you come fast lah, don't lah. Oh, tak apa, saya park sekejap, saya nak datang lagi setengah jam. Simply suka hati mak bapak kau punya jalan ke apa? So when you get that phone call, please calm down and move your car. Seriously, guys, it doesn't take a genius to do this thing. Seriously, please be responsible when it comes to this thing. All right, enough about renting. Seriously, if you want to hear Mio and Melvin rant, we can do this even any day, anytime, no problem. But that comes to the end of our topic today. Very fruitful discussion. Obviously, we'll be back with you guys on Wednesday. Don't know whether I'm going to be around or not, but hopefully.
Wednesday.
But whatever it is, we hope that you guys are having a great day. And like I said, great start to the week. Melvin, final words from you. Give semangat sikit Monday ni.
Oh, okay. It's this last week, couple of days, it's September. It's already September of 2022. Yes, it's quite been wonderful time since April when we enter endemic. For now, we have full of activities. We have also early this morning we will have another MOU going to be signed soon. We're going to announce that very soon. But times things rise. We have to take care. We hope the economy grows back to where it should be. We'll be the tiger again in Southeast Asia. So, but everything, but somehow all of us have to be responsible for each other, our health. Yes, I think likely the mask things will be officially not going to enforce it, but we have to also be responsible for each other.
Exactly. But whatever it is, folks, that's very important for us to stay diligent. Whatever it is, the decision is made from the government side. We follow it thoroughly and be responsible. Just love yourself and love people around you. That's what we all want here from ACTnow. All right, that comes to the end of our show. Hopefully, you guys have a great day moving ahead, and we'll hope to see you guys soon. Say bye-bye, Melvin.
Bye. See you on Wednesday.
Take care. Ciao.
Bye.